Good evening, and welcome to the live stream. It's been a couple minutes here. I had some things going on the last couple of weeks, so we couldn't join. But happy to be back. Um, I think things will be a little bit quieter, so that'll be good. So I can kind of be on a little bit more often. So I've got Steven here, Uncle Smiley, Chevy Fish. Um, oh, thank you to Peplin Creek and Foxy for sending people over. I appreciate it. So awesome. I definitely appreciate that. So, um, yeah, so definitely shout out to Foxy and Peplin. If you don't watch them, I highly recommend it. So AJ saying summer tubs extended with the heat wave. Ours is actually kind of winding down. It's a little bit cooler. So yeah, so it's gonna start kind of winding down here. So Peplin, welcome. Thank you for the send over. I appreciate it. Hello, Mrs. Hardwater. Welcome. So we're gonna do it a little bit different tonight, just kind of due to the lack of light. So I'll kind of show you what the kind of go to the barn first this time, and then we'll do the game and everything after, just because, and kind of talk about kind of what's been going on. So we're gonna give it till about 8:05, and then I'm gonna go ahead and pop outside, and then we'll do the outside part first today, just due to the light and everything that's going on, and then we'll go from there. Hello, KGE. Welcome. Hope you're doing well, Keith. So Beto's here as well. If I didn't say hi to you. So yeah. So everything, we're kind of into fall mode here. Kids are back in school, so it's definitely kind of taken a turn for heading into the fall. So yeah. So I think what I'll do is I'll go get the barn cam. I'll head into the barn. We'll talk about the tubs first, and then I'll kind of go through some things in the fish room, and then probably about 8:30 or so we'll head back inside, and we'll kind of do the inside piece. So give me about 2 seconds to head outside, and then we'll reconvene from there. All right, so can I get an audio check real quick? I think we're good, but if I need to get a quick audio check, I'd appreciate it. So yes, looks like we've got Karen Junkin here as well. So welcome. Um, Chris is here as well. So all right, so Zen says AV is good. All right, so let's head outside first, and then we'll go. kind of talk about some things going on in here. All right, so we're outside now here. And as you can see, this section of tubs is pretty well taken down. The only thing I've kept up right here is this barrel. And this is honestly just to hold the plants in here. I'm probably going to bring these to the Keystone Clash and probably sell a lot of this guppy grass that's in here. It's pretty well duckweed free, so I think it's pretty good to, we'll bring that to put that in the auction. So, and then I'll kind of tell you a little bit more about kind of what happened with the fish. The video is going to come out for that on September 7th once I get all the tubs down. Now, I don't know what this plant is, but it's kind of like maybe like a daisy, but it's absolutely enormous. It's like taller than I am. Like if you walk, like it's literally like, I'm 5'9", and that's the top, and I have the phone pointed at like a 45-degree angle. So I don't know what this plant is, but it's absolutely massive. And since it's got all the flowers, you can see it's attracting all the bees right here. And I'm gonna walk away before I get stung. All right, and then here's the tubs. We're not going to be able to see much, but I do want to show them to you. I just saw a frog dive under the water. But, yeah, so this one, obviously I'm going to have to kind of hack my way back here with a little bit of this. But, yeah, this is my Ileodon whitey eye are in there. And I've not seen fry, so I don't know if we'll see fry in any of these or not. This one is the Xenotoka lion's eye. We have the Xenotoka melanosoma in here. These have been hiding out. They kind of like it warmer. So they're going to, I think, and when it gets cooler, they kind of hide out more. So they're probably hiding like underneath the rocks over here. And so I'll have to fish those guys out once we get there. And then you can see all the picker bushes kind of come back a little bit. So I'm going to have to, hopefully, like I can just dig them out from the roots. The lilies in here have done fairly decent, I think. I mean, they're not flowering, but I don't fertilize. So, they've definitely kind of grown a bit. So I'm going to actually put those inside and put them in an aquarium and kind of see how they do. In here, we've got the Xenotoka variata from Jesus Maria. And then in here, we have the bulldog giddeids along with the Melanitania rainbow fish. So next one here, this kind of got overrun with like hair algae, which is fine. I don't mind for these tubs. But you do have the Chapeleuctes and Caustus in here. And then in this one, you do have the Alodonichthys tamazulae. So yeah, so this is kind of where it ended up. This is basically kind of what you'll see in the video on the 7th. Like I said, I'm gonna have to hack my way back, but we'll head inside real quick, and then we'll go ahead and take a look at everything that's kind of going, like what happened with the tub fish, and then just some other updates. Like I've been kind of lazy lately with kind of cleaning stuff up in here. I need to get on the stick on that a little bit. But these are the fish that you see in the background of the videos. These are the Cyprochromis leptosoma blue flash. You can see we have a holding female right there. So, and fry have grown up quite nicely as well. So, so for the tub fish themselves, let's go over. Actually, we'll start down here. So the Hawaiian Variatus platies are right here. So didn't get any fry from these. I was a little disappointed in that, but their colors were absolutely beautiful when you pull them out of the tubs. They've lightened up a little bit since then, but still a pretty looking fish and one that I really enjoy. So. And then since I'm sitting here, I'm kind of right here right now. I'll give you an update on these guys too. These are the Cracodon Audax from El Toboso. And you can see the fry. They put on quite a bit of size. I know we talked about these a few weeks ago. I think there's some more in here too. I think there's some, they may have even spawned again because I'm seeing like 5 or 6 in here now, which is a pretty good number for these, and something that I'm pretty happy about because these are fish that I've kind of struggled to breed. So now we'll get them into the winter, and then we'll see. Maybe they spawn like once a year or something, but that's a pretty good number. Right now, from the standpoint of the adults, I kind of have a bad ratio because I've got 1 female and 2 males. So that's one of the males right there. So I really kind of want to get the mix better in here. So all right, moving onward. One of the things I do need to do before I take the tubs down, and I've got to do this week, is I got to get all these shrimp out of here. So I don't know where I'm going to put them yet. But these I'll get these all pulled out. They're pretty decent shrimp too, so I'll get these all pulled out and get them on their way. So yeah, the other tub fish I want to talk about. At least we'll do the 2 down here first. This tank's a little. I need to clean it up a little bit, but these are the ones that were in the little tub. You can see the female's pretty gravid, but didn't get any fry from those. Nor did I get any fry from these platies. They're pretty, but didn't get any fry from those either. So, but yeah, that's kind of it for those. Most of the tubs, then we'll go upstairs and we'll look at the one thing we did get some fry from, which are the guppies. And so then I'll show you the guppies that were in there. So those are the guppies, and these really popped the green when I had them outside. Again, once you put them inside, they kind of dull out a little bit. But I did pull out a fair number of fry from these as well. So this one was actually kind of a success. I'm pretty happy with that. I think next year I'll probably put some more Pasilids out, like maybe something like that I know breeds pretty well, like these red volcano endlers. But a lot of times, a lot of times when I brought stuff in though, like they won't breed outside, but then they start breeding again when I bring them in. So maybe that'll happen too. So let me take a break for a moment, and then I'll take a look at your questions. All right. All right. All right. So. All right. So they said they were black-eyed Susans for the plants. Yeah, maybe it's black-eyed Susans. I mean, the black-eyed Susans that we have around here are generally not that tall, but that doesn't mean it's not. But that's a good guess. That's closer than anything I have. Oh, crap. Yeah, I can't see the chat when I'm outside. On my way in, though, if it's not too dark, Jennifer, I can go ahead and take a look at that. So, Beto Great Lakes is going to empty his tubs sometime this week. It's getting cold. Yeah, it's starting to get cold here too. So, KGE likes the sips. Welcome, SC Catahoula. Yeah, Chevy, we can hook you up with some sips once next time I'm out by Chicago. I don't know when that will be, but yeah, he has had decent luck with not eating. I mean, they may have only dropped a couple, Beto, because the G'dayats won't really won't don't drop a whole ton of fry. So, welcome, Bretton. Thanks for joining. So, the new local Austin says, "I love the barn. It's magic." I think a magic show. Yeah, it's definitely interesting. So, all right. Oh, okay. So Jennifer said the yellow flowers. I believe they're Rudbeckia laciniata herbstoni. So the cut leaf comb flower. Okay. And then Chevy thinks they're coreopsis. Okay. Okay. Yeah, those plants are over 5 feet. Like they're good 6 feet. So, yeah. So with that, let's go ahead and we'll talk about kind of some of the other updates here in the barn. I've had some losses, which I'm kind of, I don't know, maybe what's going on with it. Like, there've been a couple that I've kind of been disappointed in. So, I do want to talk about that real quick. For whatever reason, these Poecilia catamaconis, they just flaked out on me. I don't know what caused it, but I kind of came in one day, with 80 tanks, I don't observe them all frequently, and all of a sudden I'm like, this tank's kind of empty. So unfortunately, that didn't, that was kind of a bummer because that was a cool fish. I know who has them, so I could probably get some more. But yeah, and I need to do some cleaning in this one. This one's pretty dark, but this is the Cracodon Audax from Los Pinos. Got some fry in here. They're not really fry anymore. They're kind of young adults, but they put on quite a bit of size. I need to get in here and kind of clean the duckweed out of this tank, and I'll probably clean the guppy grass out and replace it, and put some more rock structure in here so there's places for fry to hide and things like that. I had a kind of a light burnout, so I had to kind of shuffle the lights around. So I did one of my El Cheapo shop lights, and then basically redid the lighting on this tank, and then moved this light to a different tank. I bought an Aquaneat light, but it was programmable, and it just didn't play well with me using the Casa Wi-Fi timer. You had to plug it into an outlet and turn it on instead of it just being on. So it was kind of annoying to me. So I don't know what I'm going to do with that light, but I'm probably not going to keep it. I might use it as a backup or something. You guys saw the shorts on these last week, but these guys are doing quite well. These are the Bonasonics, Pike Live Bears. I mean, they'll put a herding on pretty much anything that's here. And we don't talk a lot about this tank. We should, but the Pasilia Gili in here, I've had a bunch of fry, and they've really started to kind of put on some size now. They look pretty good, so that's good to see. I lost the original adults a while back, but they've dropped a ton of fry in here, and that's kind of what's been growing out. So. Other than that, we'll go look at the fry rack real quick. There's been some updates in there too. So before we go down there, I'll show you this multicolor guppy. I've got quite a few fry of these now. I've had 2 separate drops that I've kind of captured. So this male's pretty cool. I really like him. So So like when I showed you the multicolor guppies, so these are like the first drop. There's a fairly decent number in here. There's probably some hiding in the guppy grass. We'll see if he's out. But he's not out. But in this one, there's like a large rainbow cichlid, like a pretty decent size, like probably about 1 inch now. I've got a pretty decent number of these plecos too, that they've been in here now for a few months. I may take those to the clash and put them in the auction too. I mean, they're just brown bristlenose, but. And then there's some smaller of the rainbow cichlids right there. I'm hoping there's 5 in here that I can get kind of enough for BAP. There's at least 2, 3. There's 3. We're gonna have to hope and pray on that one. So I can get 6 to BAP though. I mean, they're 5 points, but still something different. And then this is the last drop of these. The same multicolor guppies in here. Again, doing pretty well. Quite a few. So I ended up kind of losing the females though, which is unfortunate. But like I said, if I can get a few drops, they're and then they're living in my water and everything's kind of going well that way. All right. Skiffias are doing good. The video I put last week was a little bit dated. I had moved them a while back. I kind of wanted them in this 40 breeder to kind of grow out a little bit more. So those are the Skiffia multipunctata from Tangaquaro. I need to get all my labels moved around and stuff too. I've not done that yet. And then this is probably another one I'll bring to the clash. These Antinobes Toweri. I have the GPS location and everything for these, so I'll bring these, and these are the ones that throw the albinos. So, and a while back too at our club, I'd gotten these rainbow fish. Let me look. Like I said, I had to update all my labels. So this is the Melanitania calitawa. Starting to color up a little bit. Pretty cool little fish. So we'll get those, continue growing those out, and maybe we'll breed them. I don't know. Same here with the Chilotharina alleni. another kind of cool rainbow fish species. So, um, yeah, kind of with that, there's really not much more to really update. Um, whatever reason, it's kind of funny, but even though this all right, we're back. So I think, um, yeah. So Yeah, so we're back. So thankfully, I don't know what happened with the technical difficulties outside. Maybe I just have to reset the router or something. I haven't done that in a while. So, but yeah, we're good. So sorry about that. I don't know what happened there. So, um, so I'll go ahead here before we get started with kind of the rest of it. Go ahead and give some memberships. Um, I think one of the cool things with memberships is you do get some early releases of videos. Like I'll probably put the pond video out early, so members can see that first. But and then the other thing, my talk is on there, so I do give a G'day talk, which I think is pretty good. So I do want to encourage you, like if you are a member, go find that and watch it. Probably it's definitely definitely a good thing. So all right, so kind of with that, do want to talk kind of about like what else has been going on, because there's been a lot going on here in the last like 2 weeks. Chelsea, who does the fish game, she has moved to Michigan State. We moved her a week ago, and she's doing quite well. I think she's settling in nicely. Like we're not getting the phone calls, like, hey, I'm homesick, I want to come home. Like she's kind of meeting people, getting out, kind of being on campus, living life, going to her classes, which started Monday. So I think she's settling in nicely. So I think she'll come back this weekend for spring break, because I think a lot, or not spring break, but for Labor Day. I think a lot of the people like in the dorms and stuff aren't staying around. So I think she's going to come home for that, and then like I said, she is going to keep doing the fish game. It's one thing she kind of said when she left. So so that's good. But it is, I think, as a parent, it is kind of the wilder experiences, kind of moving your kid into college. It's definitely something that's different. So yeah, it's definitely a different experience, especially the first time. They did a really good job at Michigan State. We did a lot more driving in the car and going to the store than we did actually moving. The moving part took probably, like at least for us, like, she had to set her room up and everything. But like the moving part for us took, it was done in like 25 minutes, because they give you like these green bins. They're pretty large green bins. They're kind of the size of like the apple bins that Corey uses for his tubs. So yeah, so basically you throw your little, they use now these like plastic duffel bag things, and you put your stuff in, you put them in the bag, you unload the van, roll them up, get on the elevator, and we were done in 25 minutes. Now I think we picked a good time. We moved in at like 1 o'clock, and it was kind of cool because we just got there at 1 o'clock and there was no one there. We were actually early, and like the school says, like you have to be there at your designated time, like in your half-hour window. And I'm like, there's no one here. I'm like, we're just, we got there at like 12:45, and I'm like, there's no one here, so I'm just gonna roll up and see if they'll let me unload. And they did, so it was kind of cool for that to happen. So KGE says it goes by really fast. Yes, it does. Yeah, so like the school where she went to high school, like their volleyball season started, and for those of you that don't know, she played volleyball all 4 years, and it was kind of weird to watch them online and not see her out there. But yeah, it just does. It goes by quick. And then the youngest one started her new school on the same day that Chelsea moved to Michigan State. So, and they had a little like retreat outing thing this weekend, like Sunday into Tuesday. So they that worked out well for them. Sounds like she had fun. One of the dads that was working in the kitchen for that took her home, which was very nice of him. So I definitely appreciate that. So, so with that, I think let's go ahead and jump into the fish game. Just give me 1 second here. I'll have to get all my screens aligned. All right. And with that, we will flip the prism. All right. So we're on the game. So basically, we're going to talk about how basic my daughter thinks the fish are. So she is now a 17-year-old college student at Michigan State University. So almost really not a kid anymore. So we'll go ahead and get that started here. So the rules for the game, I'm going to show you a picture of the fish. You're going to guess in chat how basic she thinks they are, between 1 and 10, 1 being very basic, 10 being cool. And then after a few moments, I'll go ahead and I'll show you her answer. So with that, let's go ahead and we'll get started with the first fish. Zen had kind of talked about having a saltwater theme, so that these are all saltwater today. I decided to kind of do the salty theme. So hold on, I messed this up for a second. So with that, let's go ahead and we'll flip the first one. This is a lionfish. It's not the best picture. I kind of had to go into my, crap. I messed that up. Hold on. You saw what that one was, if you were paying attention. So we're going to flip screens for a moment and make sure I didn't screw this up. So give me 1 second. Let me there we go. Yeah, I did. All right, give me 1 second. Sorry about that. It helps if you don't put the answers first. So, oops. Try that again. There we go. What the? All right. Well, I think you guys know what that one was if you were paying attention. So got 8-7 for Keith. Steven's got 9. Yeah, that one might be a free one. So but there is no me keeping track of it. I don't have the bandwidth to keep track of it. So yeah. So that one I kind of messed up. So my apologies. I did it in the wrong order. So I went back and fixed the rest of them. So. And then I just started on the last time here I just started on the wrong screen, so the wrong slide. So give it another couple seconds, going once, going twice, and we've got you got a 10 out of 10, which I'm surprised by. I thought she would I thought she was going to give this one a pretty low ranking. I thought she was going to just hammer this one and it'd be like a 2. But yeah, she gave this a 10. I was very surprised. So I thought she was going to take this one just behind the woodshed and just, beat it into submission with a low score, but she didn't. So, all right, next one. Dory, the blue tang, one of my favorite saltwater fish. Need quite a big tank for this though. I usually kept this in like a 180 or above. Pretty fish. Yeah, lionfish are very invasive in the Gulf of Mexico. It's unfortunate. Kind of with the rest of Florida. So we got some 9s, 10s, 7 for SD Catahoulous, some more 9s from Keith and Steven. Ginger Zen's got 10. Uncle Smiley's got 9. 8 for New Local Austin. Let's see what we got. See who else. Like, I'd probably give this one like a 9.5. Yeah, they're definitely this is very blue. I like the powder blues too. I've not kept the powder blues. I'm trying to remember if I'd kept those. I don't think I have. If you want to see some cool saltwater fish, go on the channel and check out my review or my visit to Tidal Gardens that I got to see when I was in Ohio. He had some of the best looking saltwater fish that I've ever seen. They were absolutely thick. They were the thickest saltwater fish I've ever seen. Because the majority of them are still wild caught. They've gotten better. There's been a lot of advancements on breeding these, but they are very difficult to breed. So, I mean, you basically to breed these, you've got to get them in like at least the zoos and stuff. We're breeding them in like gigantic tanks, and then they have a very, very difficult larval cycle that they go through. It's, maybe we'll do a stream on that. I'll do a stream on. I have a pitch somewhere that I've done talking about kind of saltwater breeding a little bit. It'll be, some of it might be dated because I've not been doing it in a while. So, but I think it's just interesting to hear about that side of the hobby and kind of how hard some of these things are to breed. So we'll do a salty one of these days. Like I did a talk at my club for it, just for for fun. They needed a speaker, so I can dig that out and take a look at it. So and then so the ranking on this, just in case you guys want to know, is a 9 out of 10. There are some surprises though. There's a couple that kind of surprised me in this list, but she gave that a 9 out of 10. And then obviously, if you guys want to see some things, put them in the comments or the chat, and I'll take feedback for things you want me to have her rank too. So next one up here, another one of my favorites. I don't think I've ever kept this one. I had a buddy that had one of these. It was absolutely gorgeous. But the Achilles Tang. The one he had was huge too. It was yay big. Excuse me. But definitely another favorite. I gotta find, if I do another saltwater one, I'll have to dig out some uglier saltwater fish for her to. There are some less pretty ones out there, but I've got kind of the next couple weeks of them kind of teed up. At least like finding the pictures for them. I've not sent them to her yet, but that doesn't mean that I won't. So we've got some couple 7s and 6s. I got 9s and 10s and 8s. Yeah. This in person too. This is an absolutely gorgeous fish. Hard to keep. A little bit, from what I remember, a little bit aggressive. I mean, tangs kind of are like cichlids, honestly. And the interesting thing with tangs in terms of like aggression, you don't really use the saltwater or like the cichlid method of like overstocking. It's more of a you have to get like different body shapes. So you wouldn't get like this fish, and you wouldn't get like a powder blue tang and put them together. Like you might be able to pull it off if you add them at the same time, but you could get this one and like a yellow tang, and they'd kind of be they'd be fighting, but they'd be okay. Or get this one and the blue tang we saw earlier. So um, so yeah. So thank you, Fish Fam Link. Um, so Beto says he likes the saltwater gobies. That'll be another one to kind of pick on too. Like I may even have a picture of one of those lying around in my abyss of pictures. So with that, let's go ahead and take a look at the Achilles Tang, 7 out of 10 ranking. And then moving on to the next one, the $25,000 peppermint angelfish. So if you want to mortgage your house and you know someone that will dive deep enough to find this fish, you need to go like a few hundred feet deep to find this guy. There's a handful of people in the world that can do that. So they. At one point, I know they had one at the Waikiki Aquarium in Hawaii. But this fish is probably one of the rarest fish in the hobby, and probably one of the most expensive. I don't know if there's another one that's that much. I can't think of one. And then what you have to do is when you bring them up, you have to, the diver who finds these, you have to catch it first, which is insane on its own right, and not die trying to do it. But you have to needle it and let the air out of its swim bladder as you're diving and decompressing and going up to get this fish, back to the boat alive. So there's a reason that this fish is that expensive. So Zen's going to say, I would have said 10, but clearly your daughter isn't as impressed as I am. Yeah, so this is the one that I think was the surprise. She gave this a 5. So she was not down with this. I was very surprised. Like, I would probably rank this higher than the other fish on the list. Like, I'd probably rate this higher than the blue tang and all the other ones. I kind of thought about doing this too. Like I was thinking about this as we're going through these. I kind of thought about, doing kind of a repeating a couple of the fish and see if she ranks them differently than she did the first time. Like I'd have to go back and look at what she ranked them, but so Zen says what the blank, she's fired, bring on another kid. Steven, that's funny. Throw out them nasty lionfish. Yeah. This one the youngest will not be on board with this game. The youngest wants no part of this game. She wants no part of fish keeping. Wants no piece of this. That's just, I think will let her be. And then the last one, this is a picture I took, and obviously when you blow it up, it's not great. This is a picture I took. Potato phone day, many, many years ago. I think this picture is over a decade old. Obviously not the greatest quality in terms of pixels and focus and whatever, but on a smaller screen, it looks a lot better. This is one of my efforts. Um, so I have another one that I'll put in a future fish video to have a rank that's a lot better, but I don't know how well it'll show up on this. Yeah, these are Ocellaris, but my favorite clown is the Percula. I actually like the black Perculas, not the what were they called? There's not an all black variant, but there's one that's kind of has quite a bit of black on it. I can't remember the variant anymore. And it's Solomon Island Perk. That's what it was. Yeah, no, these are all saltwater redhead. So I'll give it another couple seconds here, and with that, we'll go ahead and flip it. So she gave these a 6 out of 10. I think that may have been influenced by the picture, unfortunately, but yeah. All right, so with that, we're gonna. Oh yeah, they do have the white ones now. Zen likes the zombie ones. I'll have to check those out. Like I said, I've been kind of out of the game for a little bit. So let me flip all the screens over here real quick, and then we'll kind of do some announcements and kind of wrap some things up. So, all right, flip that over there. We will make the fish game. And I want to see. All right. So I think the last kind of order of business for tonight is we're doing. We kind of hit a milestone over like last Friday. We kind of flipped over the 10,000 subscriber milestone. So want to thank everyone for your support on that. So next week we'll be doing a live stream with a giveaway to kind of celebrate. I'll probably just buy some Aquarium Co-op gift cards. We'll probably do like 3 or something. I don't know what the amounts will be yet, but we'll do those, and then I went on Fish Fam Link the other day and played with the giveaway thing, and it seemed to work okay. So we'll do that, and we'll do kind of the wheel. I like the wheel of you lose that Steven does. So I think we'll use that, and yeah, we'll just kind of, and then kind of what'll happen is the last 3, like, you know, we'll give the prizes out to the last 3 as we go. So, yeah. So thank you for the kind words, Mrs. Hardwater and Chevy. Yeah, it's been a fun journey. You know, we kind of grind along here. We do a lot of videos here. That's kind of the backbone of the channel. So it's been kind of just grinding along slowly but surely. But you know, progress is slowly but surely being made. So, like I said, I appreciate everyone's support with that. And then like next week we'll go ahead and we'll do the giveaway stream. So there probably won't be like a barn cam next week. I think we'll just, you know, kind of talk about whatever, you know, in the beginning, kind of do the fish game, talk about, you know, maybe some insights that I've had over the last 6 years or so, kind of doing this, you know, what I've learned, what I maybe would have done better. Maybe, you know, we'll hit some other stuff like that. And, yeah, have a little bit of a celebration, and we'll play, you know, play the fish game. So with that, I don't really have anything else to say, so I think we'll kind of wrap it up for tonight. But thank you guys for coming out. We'll get back onto the, you know, the normal schedule here, and keep kind of plugging along. So with that, have a great night. Check out Bentley. I think he's probably going to be on after me at 9 o'clock Eastern. So have a great night, and I will